Well, KCORP have read into this. Kiwi point blank into it, but obviously with multiple players looking in that direction, his life is done. A site is fully under control of KCORP, and FUT gonna have to play retake.
Yeah, no one really there to help him out in that type of a situation. Now, good news for FUT is they've got a lot of util on the retake, right? ATA KAPTAN goes full utility on that. They're trying to go in quickly. The push from ScreaM catches them off guard completely. Now 5-on-3. Dizzy cannot be recovered. Just 2 flashes to work with, but they're getting cut down.
And forced to play aggro. That's how they like to play, and it's paid off, right? FUT eliminated. As soon as they tried to cross, KCORP was there to stop them. ScreaM up in their faces. Maybe qRaxs with a chance, but no. Nivera is putting a quick end to that. It's going to be first blood for KCORP. This slight oversight from KC, or maybe there it is.
Well,
reason behind the madness. Nivera taking down Kiri. Kaptan in trouble. He has to call for reinforcements as he dropped back. Aftershock to delay the push, but ScreaM is not holding back at all. Dashes forwards. That's a kill for him, and the site fully under control of KC.
But this is a trend of theirs where they just try to out-aim you, and they can get punished a lot of the time.
Oh,
and sometimes they can just kill you.
Sometimes MrFaliN just decides to be a deity and completely smother you. And now Shin is alone. How did this unfold? And the manner that it did, Shin stand up, face up against 3 or 3 low, but it does not matter. ATA KAPTAN to the case, and it's all off to the back of MrFaliN.
They're just going to fight on through. That does not hit the operator.
Avoided. Kiwi is safe, but not in the really great position here. ScreaM is in his own smoke. Kiwi gets one, runs away, and he's got the assistance of his team. Greatly timed, and ATA KAPTAN right back into the fight. Kiwi shooting head. ScreaM doing what he knows best, but not quick enough. And of course, leaving Kiwi to the defense of the C site. He has witnessed some contact here. Flash is thrown in his direction, but goes for the swing either way.
Gotta love that. I mean, Nivera is just that guy sometimes, taking the operator on to attack, and now the retake attempt 4 foot is gonna have to be huge, right? ATA KAPTAN has the Rolling Thunder to try and get online. There's gonna be a flank attempt from FALLEN, but look at this turret. This is a unique turret from the Killjoy. Usually you see that put in mid for some control, but that will spot off the flank completely and give very early information of a flank, so it's not gonna be the call from FUT.
And the thing is, MrFaliN spotted that from a mile away, so he's not even trying to.
He's gonna push off the Rolling Thunder and try to catch that first player, but it hits him.
Paranoia doesn't hit anything, and here we go. ScreaM in the middle of the fight, only able to get one before he drops. qRaxs trying to move in quickly. One behind the smoke and long, but ZE1SH on the back around. Might find a backstab kill or two. Wouldn't be all too bad. Now, little buddy on the case trying to defuse. Not even halfway. Trying to use Thrasher, but unable to find any contact. Moj with a kill, leaving XMS alone. He's saved so many positions like this before, but it's the Killjoy, Killjoy, to give the win to FUT Esports.
The ultimate coming out of Shin. Great blind, because if he gets pinged by this, ATA KAPTAN is complete toast.
Oh, Aftershock though, has to get him out of there.
It's
Shin
tough regardless.
Pushing forwards towards long as well. KCORP have got a decision to make. Do they push, they hold back? They've got time to work with.
Yeah, but the more time they spend, check out where Moj is. He's pushed all the way up, down long. He likes to go for these C pushes when he's playing towards that side of the map.
He's got an inkling that a rotate may happen, but that's not the case. MrFaliN in position. qRaxs as well. FUT are finding their kills. And there's no real counter back there from KC. It's FUT all the way in that one, and that gives them the equalizer on the board. Ultimate's on the table right now, still guns on either side.
This is their setup.
Oh, Nivera slightly out of depth.
See, this is tough though, because they're trying to use the TP to get in front of the concuss and beat that Opera. This is the second time we've seen this exact setup from FUT defensively with the breach done and the op, but Nivera not in the right position on that one. The timing is not favorable.
It really feels like for KCORP, the best solution is more offense and more aggression. ScreaM, XMS finding the first shots. qRaxs not backing out. He wants blood, and he gets some of it. Whoa, there's a lockdown on one side. Maybe Hunter's Fury for Shin, and he's going to be enabling it straight away. MrFaliN, is he going to aggress off the back of this?
Oh my God!
Yes, he is. Does not matter. He takes him down, and now it's all down to ScreaM. Blades out. Serious face. Carry pants on, and MrFaliN has dropped. Up dropped into the air. Acrobatics by ScreaM, putting them on top and showing them who's boss.
Oh, ScreaM is looking hot with those knives out there, man. Really nice play. Obviously has a gun in hand, but in the 1 versus 2 favors the mobility. Dance around the corner for the first kill. And I mean, this push, absolutely insane from FALLEN. I respect that idea. But just...
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Yeah. No, it's ScreaM.
Oh, man.
Both
3 players already here.
Now dashing from ScreaM, concussed, but he's got the safety of his own. Smoke, aftershock into his face, flash as well. ScreaM falls, where's the reinforcement? The question is nowhere. They're falling under the pressure and the lead of FUT. They're not dropping a single player this one. They're determined to get right back onto square ground. And Shin has to put his tail beneath his legs and run away.
They're always here with 3 people, though, and now they have the ultimate. So on contact of a utility, he can slam the Rolling Thunder.
ScreaM peeks dry! That's how he goes in, but still traded out. Rolling Thunder still available, and both of the players in backup are locked down. Concussed, Shin trying to do something about this to save his teammates, but...
Only 5 seconds on that, though, so now they're ready to re-push back into sight. Kiwi was holding with the operator.
And he's locked out.
He won't be punished, but that is brutal, because now they can't try to equalize in any way. ZE1SH has the Rolling Thunder for the post plant. All the big ultimates are dead or gone for FUT. They've got to fight their way through.
Shin may have been the difference maker to allow his team to get on side, but all of a sudden ZE1SH ends up falling to Nano Swarms.
How?
And now KC have got the disadvantage in regards to the players. Shin wants to take affairs to his own hands, saved his team already. We'll try and do it again, but it's XMS, the clutch god, the Sight King. Can he hold it? There's 2 players, it's difficult. It really is. Tries to figure out where both of them are, but they're together, they're sticking together, the power of friendship. They're holding hands in this effort. Spike touch, XMS swing, and a miss for the second time around. Kiwi, has been able to clutch that one out, and FUT on 7 will be leading at halftime. Fault line paranoia still available. Talk about the fault line. Doesn't catch off Kiwi, although an aftershock goes in place, means that they need to move out of position. That is a dubstep right-click double kill there from XMS. Well, FUT trying to keep things under control. qRaxs in pressure, but still able to keep his team alive. ZE1SH, though, comes out on top with a double right at the end with only 2 points of health. A lot of energy on the camp of KC, that's for sure. Something we talked about with ZE1SH coming in, he brings a lot of energy on that side of the Coliseum.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love that concuss there. No one necessarily to play off it. It's a stalling concuss. Now they're just using all their util to stall. Still are gonna have to fight their way through, but they've got the guns, obviously. So
ScreaM goes forward. He's got a Phantom. He doesn't have to take the risk, but he's doing it. Okay, he feels safe because he's got ZE1SH by his side.
He wants the knives.
He wants the knives. That's true. That is true.
Although, all things considered, I would give ZE1SH the rifle and just like try to snowball him towards Rolling Thunder. I think that's get that online for like the quick retake, especially because he got those kills back in the pistol round.
That's one. Oh, he's being chased after with a shorty, and that's a chance for MrFaliN actually. Gets himself the kill. All right, the rest are stuck in sight. Will be nestled out here. ScreaM trying to push forward, but he's low. One shot should do it, and it actually does. qRaxs, he's so good with the Sheriff, and there's a chance. XMS bringing it back, but qRaxs is there. The pistol comeback from FUT.
He has concuss in his hand, so he's going to slam the concuss when he runs into players here. No.
Thrasher machine, which means he can push forwards. He's stunned. Shin, that's one, not a double, but Nivera does his job onto the site. This is doable.
I mean, the rotates are coming in very quickly, though, so they have to take these fights fast in the next 5 seconds.
qRaxs nearly was able to find a double through the smoke, but only he's able to get one while there's one concealed within it. ZE1SH, they have got no idea he's there. They've got no clue he's hiding within it. Can he bring the element of surprise to find a kill? This is pressuring. qRaxs turns around, that's one. How will he know that ZE1SH is on site? How will he know? He can't know, but now he does. Both of the players low. Little buddy gets the spike down, but ZE1SH! Headshot through the wall, gives KC the dub. Shin might be in trouble here. He's left into short, but it's gone unchecked, which means that KC's still alive on the site. Difficult to take now because you've lost so many of your aggressive powers. But ZE1SH still sticks by. Stun. They're going to be dashing into the site. ATA KAPTAN with a double. Frenzy. How is this even possible? The 2 players that had pistols now have got rifles, and it's still a 2v2. Equal on all edges. ScreaM. Does he wait for his teammate? XMS is far behind. He's going to play the patience game. MrFaliN looking in ScreaM's direction. Moj holding back. Still patient. XMS needs to come in. Wondering, is Heaven the player here? No, it's going to have to be CT. ScreaM just walks forward. XMS met with a smoke.
Fake updraft.
It's all about timing. And MrFaliN is just going to have to be patient here. ScreaM trying to challenge him out of the position. Stands alive with 30 points of health. Both FUT players at the right time pull their triggers, and that's FUT on top with 9. ScreaM picks up the operator though and says he's going to give it a go.
That's crazy.
Give me a try, but no. Good old college try did not work out in that one. Failure.
Another challenger approaches. All right, Shin, fight. No, they're running away.
Round 3.
Cowards.
Fight.
But this is one of the benefits by having that Killjoy in mid the entire time, knowing there couldn't be any sort of push. They've got the smoke on the right side, utility going in backside, so not getting any cheesy fights over, even still holding the operator over there. Absolutely crazy. I think that was spam?
Well, that was spam.
Yeah, I think that was spam with the help of like a C4 from ATA KAPTAN. Nivera doesn't actually have a paranoia now that I see it. It's only ZE1SH that can help them here.
Aftershock will be forcing XMS out of position. Flash coming through. Standard as ever. ScreaM.
There's the conk,
We'll
but
have to
everyone's
start
blind.
rotating over. No one is actually being able to find any fair fights in this. All greeted by utility, but Nivera still untouched the back of the site. Holding true. The guardian of C, Sheen, still joining the fight. Moj, the only from FUT, all of a sudden, is KC on top. Shin. The saving grace comes to help out as well. When we take isolated results, ScreaM though. Begs to differ. Puts a check on this round's board, really.
Yeah, well now with the lockdown, if you can't find another fight here, it's a 5-on-4 retake, but you're retaking with double ops as well, which is not the most fun thing.
No, which means they have to get kills out of this, and ScreaM is successful in doing so.
Also, no MrFaliN means that Heaven is now a real angle that you can fight out with from the operator, so it makes it very hard to peek from down long, which is where Kiwi1 is, or Kiwi is. He's holding up high, this is so good.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of how much utility is left for FUT, only a fault line, really. Can it be enough to hold them back? They need a kill, which is why the captain is going aggressive, trying to stop KC from setting up this retake. Paranoia into his face. He's going to have to be a little bit more patient. Drop back. They know where he is. Recon really spotting him. Still delivering onto ScreaM. Couldn't quite pull the trigger in time. Oh, jiggling left and right. qRaxs is there to assist. What is going on?
They turned off the lights. We can't see what's happening, but I assume that it's KC winning out on the retake. The only kills happened. It's a 3-on-1. I just saw blink a moment.
No,
something.
this FUT came out on top, I think.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I see on the screen that KC did fall. Just has the light armor on top of that. Here we go. We'll see what he can do.
Well, they do manage to enter. I believe Kiwi is yet to reveal himself. He can still be a caveat in the mix, but it doesn't even come down to him. MrFaliN, ATA KAPTAN, qRaxs have got everything. FUT with 2 players to the back of the site, yet to be challenged. They've got no idea that this position is being taken place, but no, the Marshal has started to shoot here from Kiwi. Push from qRaxs is going to stop them from even pushing even further. XMS on the K Shin as well. Interrupted by MrFaliN. It's clean. ZE1SH, the only player alive, and he's got the spike in his hand. 7 bullets, 13 seconds, not much going for him. But he's going to try and plant. No, it's a fake. Runs out of bullets. Gets the first one. Will try and plant for a second time around. Again, a fake. 4 seconds. Has to commit with it, but it's out in the open. And that's where ATA KAPTAN would have put a brain. Well, would put a brain in his bullet? No, would put a bullet in his brain.
We'd have to go retrieve the brain afterwards. But no, just the Ferrari swing right there. In fact, they could be either side of you. Makes it really tough. So, yeah.
And if Kiwi's allowed to do that all day long, he'll be taking advantage of it over and over again. We'll be dropping back.
Just throws his shorty out the window. And that's actually sweet. That's actually great tech, though, because you only have the 2 pumps and the shorty. So on the classic, you wouldn't mind, you know, taking a shot, but that lets you blitz on through.
The unfortunate for Karmine Corp is they're losing players left and right. No trades coming forth either. Nivera isolated yet again. And XMS and Shin again playing alone. They're gonna have to push through this dry. ScreaM onto the side, Nanoswarm prohibiting the push, and it's a simple mowdown with all that hot lead up until their bodies. And still, no pick from KC really, apart from the ult kill from Shin.
Watch mojj in hell right here. This could be absolutely huge. Shin's trying to take the fight, but from sight.
Moj stays alive somehow. ZE1SH on the top. Tries to stay on site alive against 2. It's difficult. Again, a very familiar position. We've seen him before, but hasn't been successful in the past. 14 seconds and counting. MrFaliN elevated, delivering 7-0 for FUT. Karmine Corp cannot find their answer.
25 seconds, the spike is B main.
Oh, and it's a go on the B site. Spam with the Oda. MrFaliN looking for spread damage, but ends up falling to a sheriff shot by Nivera. It's massive. Not only huge, Moj left on his own. He's going to be suppressed. They know he's at the back of it, but he does get one before he drops. Sheriff shots by Shin are exactly what they needed. They don't have much time, but just enough to get the spike down.
Absolutely huge. FUT try to funnel in one after one, just stalling. Don't let the spike go down. But that means 2 rifles in the hands, 4 players entrenched on the site now.
They're going for it. They've got monies for days. They're going to give it a go for sure.
2 flashes still ready to go. Also double smokes for Kiwi to get down lane if he wanted to.
qRaxs. Oh, Karmine Corp are playing this so patient. Just hold out, no reason to push out. Shin out in the open though. This time around, shot onto Nivera, makes him know. XMS on site. And the call has been made. No way you get a 1v3 clutch with just an operator. And that's finally around for Karmine Corp.
Look, Kiwi is wealthy beyond belief. It doesn't actually matter if he saves or not.
He knows he's in trouble, so has to get out of there quickly unless he's able to find a kill out of Captain.
Oh, no.
He faked the TP earlier. They've got no clue he's here. He's playing the trigger discipline play. He's going to wait for more.
Oh, no.
He's given a call for MrFaliN to drop back. ScreaM is doing nothing. Oh! Blunders for a second, but he's got an ace up his pocket and ends up still on top.
My heart! I couldn't take that for a second. ScreaM equally confused, but now dead. The operator is actually playing wide out on Heaven here. Look at this smoke, just trying to get a little bit of extra space on the site. It's wacky, it's funky. Paranoia. But they're still not ready for this angle.
Oh. Kiwi had an opportunity there to find a kill. It's either going to be a trade or nothing at all. But still 3v4. Close endeavor. Spike gone down. Shin, he's got the Hunter's Fury. I wonder if he wants to play for the post plant with that, but no, he's actually underneath his sight, point blank.
Especially down in numbers, you can't abandon the site. Even if you use it for stall, you have to fight with your players or they die while you're using Hunter's Fury.
Trying to set up a crossfire here. Out into the open. Nivera, very risky, but Shin is able to trade right back out. Both of the players hand in hand. Peek out from XMS, ends up dropping. Shin, good first shot. Good double up. And now he's got only one left. So it's over. Recon to the floor. MrFaliN swings. Pulls the trigger time and time again, but it's Shin on top, quadra kill, and a second round for Karmine Corp.
Shin, round after round, just pulling KC up. Insane. What's higher than a foot? A Shin, baby. This guy is absolutely cooking.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're
comparing
doing.
Body parts. Is that how it all works?
Look, I've got a whole bank of them. You know, like who would win, a foot or the blue wall that it tries to kick
30 seconds
towards this
left.
B site. The fact that mojj's main is sick, but he's got a judge, so he can't really fight out of this spot.
Ooh.
Oh,
well, XMS got a pick, and all of a sudden, this seems fathomable. Kill off qRaxs, and that's it. XMS looking to swing past it. Does use up space, and his team is able to obliterate. XMS still alive, excuse me. And he's even pushing through a smoke here. What a cheeky man. MrFaliN has no clue. XMS finally put to his grave, but this puts us in an Omen 1v1. And it's Nivera versus ATA KAPTAN.
Spectre versus Op.
But the HP matters as well. Nivera is down to 47, ATA KAPTAN full. Walking into his own smoke, Nivera, you need to look at the right direction. Oh, but ATA KAPTAN knows to close up the distance. But the swing from him allows Nivera to line up his shot and end up on top. 8-4. Karmine Corp have definitely closed up the gap here. Rotate's coming fourth. Damaged up, Shock Dart's doing so much. Softened up for Shin and the rest to start delivering. XMS unable. Shin though still alive, looking for the heads, but unable to do so yet again. Kiwi is actually the savior of FUT this round, giving them most of the kills. Well, there's only 2 left for Karmine Corp to deal with it.
Tough to work out here. A player in main. And mojj isn't giving them much of an angle.
Yeah, he's the guarantee at the end of the day, right? Can always appear out of thin air while the push is going on for Karmine Corp. They'll try and smoke him out for now. At least have a ticking clock on when they'll have to deal with him. But again, foot low, Paranoia is actually quite strong, taking out 2 opponents. Nivera looking back right in time. mojj is no more. Now the 2 players on site have to be dealt with. Good flash right, but ATA KAPTAN still able to put his elbow in front of eye to keep himself in the game. FUT with 9 find themselves another pistol win.
But ScreaM just keeps getting put in spots where he's on his own entirely and is tasked with winning his. Both 2 players here, like, I don't see the vision on the defensive side where it's hide in a corner, hope you win yours, even though Jet can't dash out and escape there. If there's one player, you win that and you're fine. If there's ever a second player, you're in big, big trouble.
Big trouble, big trouble.
And this is the setup I wanted, right? 2 players here. It's Nivera taking first contact with the flash coming behind.
Pulls the trigger and keeps it down. Ends up with 2. Karmine Corp are actually right back in there. They're able to square things up with FUT misstepping their way into A, but the site is still theirs. We're looking at a retake. It'll take some time till Shin comes there, but they're patient to wait for it.
Shock Darts just try and catch XMS on the spam. The placements are all going to be on site with this turret actually turned off on the attack. is supposed to watch out for the Heaven Peak, and now it's back online again, so they're not concerned about getting swung from up there.
Focus on short, though. There is 2 players trying to push forwards there. At the bottom...
2 players in hell, that's what I can tell.
That is what I can tell as well.
Might not be able to see, but I can rhyme.
They break the recon. Shin on top. They double up on Heaven yet again.
Shot down. Last standing.
And that is qRaxs with 2. Lockdown straight away. ScreaM to the back end of it. Hunter's Fury
just cancel it.
Taking it down instantly, and ScreaM will be have to pushing out through his smoke. ATA KAPTAN swings 180 degrees and ends up on top with a kill. If you look at Kiwi, he's so low, but he's still pushing up aggressively. QRaxs, Kiwi ends up on top, no way! And Karmine Corp are looking into this one as if it's a fishbowl, because they're on the outside, and it's FUT inside, getting themselves the dub. 2-0 on the board. Karmine Corp no more, and FUT make sure the dub is theirs.